I mean, anyone that watched last year's World Cup will remember the last match these two had. That one was a tiebreaker. It was a 7-6. Do you remember that one? The one where, was it, Fleshbound was the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah.
Korea won it.
Prey and Spring. Yeah, the double P, the PP brothers of Korea. Well, I don't think they're not on the roster this year, but Korea will definitely still have their blessings from far. Maybe Prey and Spring are watching the stream right now, like Yon is.
Yeah, watching the sidelines.
Yeah.
But man, that was such a good match. If you get anything like that match, I'm hyped.
I know, it's going to be amazing. And for the audience who are wondering what match we're talking about, do check it out on YouTube. Just type South Korea, Brazil, OWC 2017. It should give you the VOD, I believe. Either us as OS Live or like Circle People, one of the community contributors, will have that recorded.
It's so good. You should watch it.
Yeah, definitely. Like we talked so much about Poland and USA last year, Doomsday, but like the other teams, they deserve just as much spotlight as those teams do as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, as long as these two perform, they could get, I mean, maybe even as far as the top 3 if they show up. I mean, there are some tough like teams in this losers bracket, and of course, Germany are still in it. I mean, I'd probably say Germany might be one of the favourites, but maybe both these two have the ability if they show up. I think Brazil will be looking to put in a better performance than last week, possibly.
Yeah.
Mostly, he didn't have the match of his life last week. It didn't happen for him, so hopefully he can look to make it happen here.
Yeah, he was certainly not in his best condition last weekend. But definitely this week, I believe that Mouse Easy will be able to show us something different. Also, yeah. Also, like you mentioned, we're actually seeing like a lot of like big, popular old names dropping out of tournaments so far already. Like China, for example, was they've been gone already. Poland been gone since group stages. So like the top contenders for top 3 suddenly opened up a lot of spaces for newcomers. I know that Canada definitely wants in for top 3 for sure, and Japan also is still in the winners bracket, who will be playing USA this weekend. So yeah, like this is going to be a very, I believe, refreshing roster for top 3 this year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it is normally at this point you can predict a lot of the teams that might be in those final stages, but yeah, as you said, like the running is wide open this year. It has been. I mean, we've still got so many matches left, but this World Cup has been absolutely incredible in terms of just unpredictability. Any of those teams down there in the losers bracket, and any of the ones that could end up in the losers bracket, could go top 3 or maybe even more.
Indeed, indeed. And on the screen right now, you do see the match overview for this weekend. The darkened ones are the ones to be decided. And for now, we're going into the first warm-up map picked by the South Koreans for this match. Bakunana Destroyer. Is this, which map set is it from? It's from...
I don't think this is... Is this the ranked one? I don't think so.
The background looks like it's a ranked one, or... I think so? I can tell from my screen right now.
Oh, I think it might be, yeah. This is the ranked one. I saw the map, but I didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a name change. Yeah, this is definitely the ranked one.
Quite possibly, yeah. Oh yeah, those patterns, definitely. I remember back in 2015 watching all the players just trying to get PP off this map.
Yep.
Yeah, looking at you, Azer.
Gotta get your ranks, man.
Exactly.
Gotcha. For some reason, whenever I play this, I can never act. I don't know what's up with it. I think it's just me, though. Of course, this is the first warm-up.
You can never go wrong with Nanahira, so why not pick one for the warm-ups?
Why not? It's always a crowd pleaser.
Indeed, indeed.
The mods are real, though. I mentioned that. Actually, the entire team of Brazil with the hidden hard rocks. Quality.
Yeah, speaking of mod advantages, for both sides, like Brazil definitely looks very strong on the hard rock and just general mods actually. South Korea seems to have a little bit of double time, but really comes down to on the day performance, I think. And if Gomo cannot bring up his best performance, I think with the Brazilians, it's going to be a very clear advantage going for their direction.
Yeah, I think like but both teams have differing mod strengths. I mean, I think we'll be seeing a lot of standard picks from Korea.
Yeah,
they go for the normal ones, and they have a lot of consistency on those sort of consistency picks. And you know, there's not many in this pool, but there are plenty. They don't pick a lot of Hard Rock, but I think one of the easier maps to be consistent on is Hard Rock 1. So I wonder if we'll see them pick that. As for Brazil, DT is definitely going to be seen, I think.
Of course. Brazil probably would also go for some free mods if they are already this willing to throw in mods for warm-ups. Well, it's just for good fun right now, but on in the match itself, it's still a pretty good idea to just, you know, if you see your opponents are not struggling with their consistency today, free mod is a very good option to just force them into a further uncomfortable zone.
Yeah, and that free mod pool has some uncomfortable maps in it.
Indeed. The question, though, is which map is going to be banned? We're going to be banning maps after this second warm-up pick, which is going to be coming from Brazil. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the teams are going to ban. I'm going to guess Ding or Kanojo wa Ishiban Shoujo. Probably those two maps are one of them at least. And one is really hard with AR8 hidden, and one is basically Kirby mix that speaks for itself.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see a ban like that from Brazil. I think Brazil will be targeting those strange maps. Perhaps maybe they'll lean towards banning Ding, I suppose. I think South Korea might be decent on that. I don't think Brazil really have the reading players for that thing. They might have it for like Kirby Mix though, because they have good Hard Rock players and hidden Hard Rock players. And they might do
Kirby
that.
Mix also is a very old map, so older players like Malzizi and Mistia, like they'll be able to shine just fine.
Yeah. The Nomad players, they'll be okay on that. They'll be okay on that.
Yeah.
Still hoping for hidden though. Come on, they hidden the Kirby Mix. You gotta do it.
Have we seen that played today? Yeah, we have seen 2 matches so far, right? So this is the third match. I know the last one they banned Ding. So did they play in the first one? Taiwan and Hong Kong.
They played the Kirby Mix in the Germany-Australia match.
Right. They played the other.
And yeah, Ding appeared in the first match between Hong Kong and Taiwan. Yeah. It actually was first picked in that match. It was the very first match of the entire weekend.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just reading back to the MPs right now. It seems like Hong Kong did take that one, which was very expected because they do have some very scary reading players on the roster.
Yeah, man. Saku putting in work on that, I remember. Hey, time for warm-up too. It's a cute song. It's adorable.
It's a cute song with a cute background, but from the preview we just heard while waiting, I'm not quite sure what to say. Although it is kind of interesting because I think Brazil usually throws up some very spicy warm-up maps, so you know, like don't get fooled by the cute-looking, innocent-looking background and the song preview. I think we're gonna be trolled very hard.
Yeah. K Penguin mapped by Selena.
Oh god.
I questioned this one.
Very.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Out of nowhere, Starspark was just jumping up. Yeah, like you were playing a 4-star map, and all of a sudden it jumps up to 7 stars. Very classic.
That classic diff spike, man.
It's a fairly short map as well. Maybe it's you can debate it as being a good warm-up map. I think like, you know, you want to throw yourself into the fray and get that adrenaline start pumping. All right, so with that being out of the way, we're now moving into the bans. The team captains will now roll, and depending on the outcome, we'll see one banning first and picking second, and one banning second and picking first.
So let's see how it goes. I do think, yeah, we'll see a low AR reading ban from Brazil. Probably.
Definitely.
Korea? I'm not sure. I think Korea might be going towards the Hard Rock bans because Brazil have done very well on Hard Rock in the past.
Yeah, probably KD107. That's a very streamy and very easy to miss Hard Rock if you're not comfortable with streaming Hard Rock maps. And I can totally see Brazil having the better roster throwing out for Hard Rock.
the very least, one thing about this pool is even if you ban the AR8 hidden, you've got another 2 AR8 or 2 low ARs, so you can never really avoid it. Not in this pool.
AR8 is a testing stone for one's path towards the O's champion title. So if you cannot handle AR8, you do not deserve it. That's basically what the map poolers are saying.
Oh, there goes the rolls. Hey, solid rolls.
Rolls 55.
And Brazil rolled a 69.
Ah. Brazil already getting the memes on. Woof.
Yeah, first ban then will be going to Korea. First pick will be going to Brazil.
So South Korea not really starting off with a better RNG, but their skills may prove their performance otherwise. I mean, having the first pick definitely is a very, very good thing going in for you. It means you get the one pick advantage over the opponents, and you can possibly close up the match a bit sooner. But still, it comes down to actual playing of the maps. Like you're guaranteed early lead if you do win your maps, but once the opponents start breaking your points, that's when you can really feel the pressure of mounting up. Yeah, it's just like that.
Oh yeah, last thing you want is to lose your own picks. That's why, especially at this level with, you know, a lot of these picks being dodgy ones, yeah, it's hard to be consistent on. It's scary to avoid that. Oh, that's an interesting ban. The ban DT1.
Yeah.
I guess banning DT against Brazil is always a decent shot. They're a very good DT team, one of the best in the tournament.
And ZTS songs are fairly long by themselves as well, so maybe South Korea doesn't feel like they want to go into the stamina battle in the long run.
They do leave the really fast stuff open though. True Theory of Inheritance is open.
Yeah. Well, it could be that they don't feel as comfortable with those. Oh, and there we go. That's gonna be Kanojo Gaishipen with the Kirby mix map out of the way.
Oh, alright. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. Yeah, they do ban the Kirby mix.
Doomsday, I can sense the disappointment in your tone of voice as soon as I announced that.
Oh.
I am very sad as well, but you know the player's gonna play and we gotta let them play. So hopefully we'll see more Kirby mixes this weekend. But for now, that's gonna be it, and we're going into the match. Alright, and the first map has been picked. It's going to be the True Theory of Inheritance. The other map that was quite fast and in the double time section, so maybe Brazil, seeing that South Korea having banned the DT pick, they decided, you know what, if you don't want to play DT, here is one just right there for you.
Really fast pick as well. This is 273 BPM. And
Yeah.
It's very burst streamy, so very intense on the speed this.
Starting off strong, starting off fast, always a way to just get that early point from the on the opponents and show them what they're made of. So Brazil throwing in Mistia, MLCZ, Nissan, waiting on the fourth player. South Korea doesn't seem to be changing much of their roster. We do have Gomo, Selena. Oh, actually, never mind. We are gonna see someone coming in, but Flying Tuna will be staying in. These three are fairly. Oh wait. Never mind, Gomo's not playing this one, I suppose. Maybe he wants to conserve his stamina and let his other teammates take a shot. So Sicko is coming in for the Brazil's fourth slot.
This map's like very old style as well. Lots of awkward aim. This map being 2011. Even though it's not very spaced, very linear, but there are some awkward little directional changes on the aim you gotta deal with. And at this speed, that can actually be a bit of a problem. Seen some old names in, no surprise there. Mistia, Mouse Easy. Should be fine on that sort of thing. Mistia is an exceptional old map player. So that's going to not be a problem for him.
You see 2011, 2012, you throw in the old players. You can never go wrong with that. Well, 99% of the time.
Yeah. When all goes well.
Yeah. Daedon is stepping in for the South Koreans, and Gomo is returning as I was predicting. I was quite surprised when I saw Gomo stepping out for this.
He's one of the big carries for the Korean team. The reliable Gomo.
Like I would say, for rosters that have like constant the players just staying in the room and the other one switching in the what we call the stagnant players. Like Gomo is definitely one of them, like MLCP. So those two are much likely going to be playing all the maps around, and their teammates will be one switching in and out.
The thing I'm curious about with the Brazil team this time around is how they're going to deal with this tougher map pool. The last couple of rounds they have, it feels like for a lot of the players they've hit a bit of a wall with the difficulty, and with the maps getting harder, the question is how they deal with that. And
yeah, the stronger teams can really start shining with the harder map pools. The weaker teams will have to see where they can find open. Is that Nissan disconnected? Or it could be just taking some time to load in, but we'll see if he's there soon enough. We do have referees in the room monitoring the player status, so if a player appears to be disconnected, we will avoid the match.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on with that in just a moment.
Yep.
Might just need a restart. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes the client may not be catching the signal of the player, so that could happen. So don't worry, the players are still in the room and play, unless otherwise instructed from the referees. So it seems like the Brazilians are going to be taking the early lead. Oh, and here comes the first quarter section. This is where the slider velocity combined with the space patterns really kick in, and Streams catching 3 players. Smells easy. Nisa and Gomo all off guard on that section. But their teammates are still holding on. Selena flanking that full comboing along with Mistia and Sickle. So let's see how they handle next section. We do have a slow accuracy across the board though. Not really surprising considering that this is very fast and also kind of hard to just keeping up with the map itself. There's drops from Sickle and Flank Tuna coming in also. So that's one full combo remaining on both sides. Selena and Misty are now holding on for their respective teams. Let's see how well the teammates handle this.
Yeah, it's all on Misty's back right now.
Yeah.
Holding that FC.
We do have the second core section coming up right now. And here comes the next difficulty spike. South Korea just has to hold on a bit longer, but there goes Selena's combo. Oh, and that's really big. Mistia won't be able to capitalize on this, just taking over the score just like that, and they win with that drop from Selena. That was all they needed, and that's what they got. Mistia carrying his team in MLCC's stead, making this the first pick going over to them 1-0. Very well played for Mistia.
Absolutely. I mean, we keep talking about Mausizi being the Uber carry.
Yeah.
But no, this team has some big names too. Mistia, man, the old map god. That was a solid run there from Selena, though. Almost kept his team in it, but the one miss, not going to make that happen.
Yeah, if you look at it, Daedong and Flank Chun actually have fairly high combos, above 500 as well. Like, generally speaking, South Korea has higher combos than Brazil, but with that one full combo from Mistia and across the board low accuracy, that will make the biggest difference. Still, though, it's a very close pick, I would say.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't definitive. That looked like Korea had the edge in that. It was very close. It just came down to that individual carry, really. Because Brazil, Misty had a really good run. The rest of his team did decently, but it was on Misty, really, giving them that point.
Now it's South Korea's turn to pick. So that I'm going to say, like Doomsday, like we predicted, I think they're maybe going for a normal pick.
Yeah, going for that sort of thing is the kind of pick that Korea's done well on all the way through the tournament. So, seeing a pick from, let's say, Shintoron in no mod, big aim pick, would be a decent shot for them.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure if they want to match streams with Brazil with Paraclete, but that's also open as an option. It's not as fast as the map we just saw, but definitely it's still very stamina heavy. Also, Mel CZ giving some big brain advices for how to handle streams in the chat. I can certainly attest that does work 100% of the time.
That's the same how you play it, to be honest. It's mash map or mash. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Oh, there we go. The spiciest hidden pick of this tournament so far, arguably. We do. This is actually 4.25 to 3 stars. 1 second, double checking.
It's
so,
yeah, it's like
4.25.
Yeah.
It is by raw star difficulty wise the lowest this tournament, and it's in a semifinals pick. So if you have not seen this map yet, let that just keep it on the back of your mind. Why is this map in here where it's only 4.25 stars? Because you cannot judge star difficulty as the sole parameter for assessing a map. And South Korea picking this one, very spicy. They're going to try to take this one from Brazil in the most fabulous fashion. And going into one of the most controversial maps this pool.
Oh my gosh, yeah. 4-star map, by the way, but no, this map is actually one of the hardest maps in the pool, if you don't know it.
If Doomsday says it's the hardest, and he is a very good reading player, take his word for it.
This map is not friendly. A lot of it is down to knowing the rhythms, though. If you practiced it, you can play this okay, but if you're not capable on AR8 or you don't know the map very well, it absolutely decimates you. Some of these patterns are basically unreadable unless you're like GN.
Yeah, like a lot of it are like uneven spacing, so like 3 nodes, even though they're evenly spaced, they could be have different timing difference in between them. And it's very easy to misclick on one of them. You just go by the sole idea of, oh, I'm gonna be just keeping up with the swing, but no. You have to adjust your rhythm with the mapper's interpretation of it. It's very, very punishing for missing one note. And here we go into this map.
Let's see how they handle it. Last time we saw this, we saw 2 FCs, which is pretty insane. Let's see how these guys do.
Well, Hong Kongese players are pretty insane with harder maps and especially harder readings. A very catchy jingle, just a swing though, I would say, for this song.
Oh yeah, it's super catchy.
Also, if you notice, this is actually a very big circles as well, so making it easier for the players to aim. Already people dropping combos fairly early on in the map though, although we do see people like Nissan really struggling with the accuracy, and Gomo as well. South Koreans having the generally lower accuracy compared to their Brazilian opponents.
Yep, early on already, the only FC is the man himself, Mouse Easy.
Yeah, and very convincing high combo, high accuracy as well. Oh, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that.
He hasn't missed, it's safe.
Yeah. But like, as soon as I said that, 1% is just out the window immediately. Yikes. And with that, Mouse Easy will be able to command a lead for his team against Flying Tuna on the other side. Both having very high combos and very good accuracy comparatively. So we're gonna see how this plays out. It still comes down to how Kanehime and also Daedon, who's recovering, and Kaluna right behind him are going to fare for the next section. Here comes the unevenly spaced sections.
Yeah, one of the hardest parts to read in this map, but a lot of players dealing with it okay. Daedon gets a miss there, but Mouse Easy has FC'd it, so is Karuna though.
Flying Tuna, however, did not, and that's going to be especially punishing for his team. They did pick this one. I believe they are trying to hope for a high combo from Flying Tuna, but Mouse Easy there just proving to be more consistent. Last map was carried by Mistia, and this time it's his turn. And with that, we're going into the break section. Scoreboard being displayed. Players that know what's going on. Mouse Easy will be able to go on knowing that he has done his work for his team.
Yeah, that's pretty much the difference here. He had an A there. He must have missed it right at the start, Mouse Easy. But it's not going to matter.
Yeah, the start is kind of hard to read too. So not really, saying it's... Yeah, the stacks while we go into spaced singles are also especially hard to read.
We're not gonna be seeing a reverse choke from Mousy. He gets another break, but the damage is done. He is far and away the MVP on this one.
Like he alone accounts for 700,000 points already, and that's more than half of South Korea's score. Yeah, Akane Hime right behind him. Nisa and Missy are just struggling, but they are holding on, and that's all they really have to do at this point. The map is over, and the point does go towards does go to Brazil.
So we were saying that maybe in reading maps, Brazil might not have the legs for it, but when you've got a player like Mousy, you could win pretty much any pick at this level.
Yeah. Gomo and Daedong struggling as hard as does Mistia and Nissan. Yeah, you can really see that despite 4.25, this map is very punishing, and the accuracy is nowhere near what we're expecting for a map that's supposed caliber. But no, like this is going to be a especially reading test for teams. Not surprisingly though, I would say Doomsday that Curry Mix is banned by the Brazilians. They did actually prove themselves to be a better team with Ding, so maybe they were overestimating South Korea a little bit, but I guess for South Korea you can never, worry too much per se about them.
Yeah, I guess that they weren't too confident in that one. And I mean, looking at the reaction from Akane Hime there, maybe they weren't expected to win that.
Yeah, Nissan, I think Nissan was expecting himself to just be the,
Oh man. But yeah, maybe they would have been okay on that. But perhaps with that being a free mod, the mod choices might have swung that.
Indeed. AR8 no mod is always going to be the safer ones to go for if you have a player who can read hidden. And free mod does give you that option, so you just have to throw up two modded players, be it Hard Rock or Hidden, and you've got yourself a fightable roster.
So I wonder if Daisuke is going to play a point in that. Maybe after that, Korea might not want to go for a low AR again. All of that is a very different map.
Very different. It's 5.2 stars, still fairly low star rating for this map pool. But once again, star rating is BS at this point. Like, I can't really sugarcoat it. And they're going for double time, actually.
10.3, high AR DT.
Yeah, if we can't beat you on low AR, we're just gonna throw you into the other extreme.
Yeah. That can actually play a part in how teams play. Of course, we've just come out of a low AR reading pick into a high AR sort of standard reactionary pick. And with a lot of the players staying in, how they deal with the high AR in like the initial stage might be quite important. Early breaks and act drops and stuff could matter by the end.
Yeah.
And we saw the last match. Both teams, Germany and Australia, did very well on this pick in general. Early breaks could matter a lot if we see another high FC count game or high combo game from everyone.
It's going to be less likely to see more full combos as we go closer to the end of the tournament, but at this stage it's certainly very doable. So, yeah, just get your double time players out on the board and let's see how they perform. For South Korea, we have Kaluna, Selena, Gomo, and Flying Tuna. They don't actually stepping up for this one. And on the Brazilian side, we have Mistia, Malsizi, two players who are pretty much stagnant picks, and Nissan, My Angel Sim coming in. Wait, Nissan was in here last match. My Angel Sim is the only one to come in.
Yep. Very solid, mechanically minded player, My Angel Sim.
Yeah. Although we don't have Angel Sim for this OWC, we have My Angel Sim. I suppose that's also a very good alternative.
Yep. We have an Angel Sim.
Yep.
Very loved player. Awesome guy.
Yeah, Angel Sim right now, he did not play this year because he has been enlisted into the Korean army, so he cannot be here this year. But he definitely is blessing the South Korean players from wherever he is right now. Yeah, like we predicted, very early accuracy drops from Gomo and also from Nisa, who's comparatively holding on. Actually, yeah, 3 SS is still. So accuracy lead going over to Brazil in the very beginning.
Yep, starting out well in general. This map doesn't really change a lot in terms of its style. it's pretty consistent the whole way through. 3 and 5 note bursts and just fairly comfortable patterns on the high AR all the way through.
Yeah, like back in the day, this was one of the PP farm maps, so there you go.
It's a lot of people's first map, this.
And so Lina, my Angel Sim both dropping there, but that's going to neutralize each other. Accuracy still the speaking volume here, and Brazil taking them right back with the accuracy lead. I'll liar Sia saying Angel Sim is watching us from above. He did not die, please do not curse him like that.
He's a busy man.
He's a busy man. Yep. South Koreans do take the lead back for the break section, but can they hold it? That's a question. We do have a second drop from Mystia, and oof, that may actually matter because this is not a very long map. But we do have another drop from Kaluna, so that can change things up a little bit. They can give Brazilians a chance to come back. But South Korea will need to hold on if they want to win this one, and they do need to win this one before the lead starts going way far in Brazilians' favor.
Yeah, they have a minor combo advantage, and they just about take that lead back as things stand, but it's very close. It's the breaks that just about push them in the lead.
Yeah, Kaluna breaking there once again. His team though still holding on. We do need to see one more break from Brazil if they want to take this back for the South Koreans. But still, Brazilians are as consistent as ever. They are holding on to their combos like their life depends on it, which they are. And and there it is, Mausi's break. That can be a window of opportunity for the South Koreans.
Yeah, and they see it too at the break. Combo advantage for them, and they'll rack that difference back up.
Yeah, the lead is shrinking and going back into South Korea's favor. Oh, but there's Gomo missing there in the most opportune time.
Oh yeah, that's it. The two.
That's it.
Misty and Angel Sim holding on. Oh, Nissan with the break though. Hang on.
Hang on.
Oh no, everyone broke Korea. Never mind.
Yeah, Mistia's combo, not a full combo, but that's enough. And we will see that Brazilians taking this one as well, about 200,000 points in lead.
Yeah, that ending. Almost forgot about that ending with lots of burst streams. It caught out everyone on the Korean side. Mistia gets it though. Finishes off that point for Brazil, and it is 3-0 to Brazil. What an excellent start for them.
Yeah, talk about starting off strong. Like, this is very convincing and vocal. Brazilians really are not going to let South Koreans have a single, breather. Because against a team as monstrous as South Korea, you kind of have to just, pinch them down in the very beginning and just beat them out of it. Otherwise, they will be able to make a comeback, like we've seen last year. Last year was basically a South Korean comeback.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. Looks like we have another corker on our hands the way this is going. Flying Tuna actually getting an S on that as well, we should mention. In the MVP on that with over 1 million points. Solid stuff from him there, but it wasn't enough here. The maps so far have not been too decisive though. They've been close calls. The most we've had is just over 300k, which isn't a lot. But all points have gone to Brazil, so they won't be complaining.
Yeah, consistency-wise, we really don't need to have a million lead to win a map. Even 1 point lead is enough to win a map for the players. So that's gonna be all they're looking for. Just a slight bit of lead, one person more consistent than the other side. That's all there is.
Already, all the DTs are gone. There are no DTs remaining. So speed is out the window, although there is speed of Link and Paraclete in terms of speed remaining.
Yeah, South Korea's strategy was very much likely that they were gunning for the speed victory, but Brazil taking 2 speed maps. Yeah, both speed maps are away from them.
Still quite a variety open. Both 2 free mods are open. All the hard rock pool is open, although I feel like Brazil are going to be quite strong on that. And the nomad pool has not been touched yet.
We could be seeing a nomad very soon.
I think it'd be a good shout for Korea. Again, that standard consistency stuff is something they're very good at. And they need something right now because this match hasn't gone their way so far, even if it has been close points-wise.
And we're going for Rocket, the hard rock pick. South Korea once again picking Hard Rock. Maybe they're trying to see. Sorry, Hidden. Apologies, it's fairly early in the morning for me, so my brain is not functioning as well as it should have. So rely on you, Doomsday, to catch me when I'm not being where I'm supposed to be.
So good. Early bird.
So how would you comment about this map?
This map is, I'd say, it's one of the more standard maps, although it has its tricky moments. It's fairly technical. Quite a few cut streams in this. Some tricky overlapping sliders that are elongated, so you gotta follow them all the way to not get slider and drops all over the place. But really, it comes down to dealing with cut streams and that on Hidden. It ends quite tough with lots of quads and doubles all spaced.
Yeah, we're talking about segmented streams and also overlaying sliders. Like, those are the ones to catch players off when they're not practice this map enough, especially on Hidden. So we can see if the players put in the work, put in the practice for these maps, they will be able to mount up some very good scores. But for now, Brazilians looking very strong going into this map. They are going to be keeping Mistia and Mouse Easy in here. Akane Hime stepping in to join my Angel Sim, who's actually also been in the room since last pick. South Korea still waiting on one more player to join for their roster. Kaluna, Flying Soul, Tuna, and Gomo. Who will join them? I'm gonna guess maybe Rem?
Perhaps.
Yeah. We haven't seen Rem yet, and I think he's one of the more niche players on the South Korean roster. This is a niche map, in a way.
Yeah, I think like for Hidden, or players that are proficient with Hidden, this map's not too bad. If you struggle on it, because this map is mainly focused on spaced streams, especially near the end, it can be very nasty, and a lot of combo resets can happen on like your 4th player. But for those that are good on Hidden, this one's one of the more comfortable maps in the pool. But I think this is a good pick for Korea because, well, here's the stats for Brazil on Hidden. 1-0, lost 5.
Seems like we have a player silenced by the bot accidentally.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Dear me.
Yeah, I think it's... Oh, Selina's coming in. Okay, my bad. I was trying to say Selina, not Ram. I got these two confused for whatever reason. Yeah, so
again,
yeah, like Asian players, they usually have some connectivity issues because of the geographic location in relation to the server or whatever internet connection they are on. And when you are lagging behind the server and you try to type a bunch of messages, send them even though you're not at once, but where internet is not connecting as they're supposed to, you can get the one instance where all the packets rush into the server at the same time, and the bancho thinks you're spamming and just silences you there. And when you're silenced, you cannot play OWC, so that's an issue.
Yeah, it happens. Looks like we've got that rectified, so we can get this one underway. Which I think is quite good for Korea, just off the historical stats. Brazil aren't much of a hidden team, but we'll see.
Yeah, Brazil not much of a hidden team, but still they're very strong. Not saying that they are just going to be easy pushover. Like we've seen them, they can handle any mod, and just only relatively speaking, they are relatively less competent on this particular section mod advantage.
Yeah, this map's quite short, and like I said, the hidden mains can deal well with this. Misty is very good with the hidden. Mouse Easy is Mouse Easy. He's probably going to be fine on this.
Yeah. All those patterns are very punishing. One slight miss aim will get you killed for the combos. Already we're seeing across the board so many dropping the combos. Brazil will be able to hold on 2, however, so they will take over the lead.
Technical sliders, 1FC, 2-1. Gomo versus Mistia here. And there's the first hard part done. Quite a slow bit to rack up any score off of your current combos, and at the moment, Korea have the combo lead.
Mistia, however, has the accuracy lead over Gomo, so he will rack up more points comparatively in this lower section.
Quite a solid score lead coming out of that for Brazil.
And here comes the second core section. This is going to be the last hard part before this map finishes. It's fairly short, only 2 minutes long, so the players will have to make this count for the last section.
Here we go. Hardest part of the map.
Yep. Oh, more drops coming in from South Korea. Then Brazil, however. Mistia dropping there. Oh, that could be big. Oh, but there goes Gomo.
Oh, it's so close.
Yeah, this is this is way too close. Oh, and actually, yeah, South Korea will be able to have recovered slightly more than Brazil, and pinches that one 30,000 points only, less than 30,000, 20,000 points. Holy, 22,000 points, and they will win this one. Small lead, but that's all they need.
Yep, Gomo with that combo through the tough section, just about put his team in front. He broke, but Karuna and Flying Tuna had a little bit of combo over the Brazilian team, just to push him over the line.
Yeah, this really comes down to a team effort. Gomo and Mistia kept their team afloat, but it's their team that really made a difference.
Yeah, it really was. Brazil came just within a whisker of their first hidden map win, but it wasn't to be. They've lost 6 out of 0 now, but that one could have been theirs.
Mm-hmm. We do, however, have one more hidden, if I recall. Yeah, we do. Ukiyo-e Yokocho. And that one is a very spicy one as well. It's got quite a lot of space patterns, and like the entire map is just a speed cruise down the drain. So yeah, I'd be very happy to see players pick that. That could be a very cool match to see. I think South Korea can have a good chance coming in. Maybe it's going to be picked the next one, knowing that they can now have they're better at hidden than the Brazilians.
Yeah, perhaps. That one is a tougher map though. That one is really tough with rhythm changes over Rocket, but yeah, it could be a good shout for them. Certainly a good shout for the Korean team, I think, in this matchup.
Yeah. Brazilians turn to pick now. Maybe they'll go for some Hard Rock pick, knowing that it's still untouched and 3 maps afresh. They can pick. I think they'll have a big advantage on all 3 of them. And they're going for Speed of Link.
Going fast again. Free mod.
The 100 million meters per second difficulty.
This one gets quite dizzying on the speed. It gets up to 285 BPM for the final section. It is fast, and it's full of bursts as well, 5-no bursts.
Yeah, those are really draining for player stamina, so you really gotta have good stamina players to come up.
I think in terms of speed, both teams are going to be okay on this. It's mostly down to bursts. You can probably deal with those, although Act might be dropped. Comboing them should be possible. The bits in between kind of play like a slow-spaced stream map. There's a few cut streams as well in the middle you got to be careful of. And of course, it's free mods, so mods are going to be important. Lots of variety, I think, on this map. Hidden and Hard Rock are both viable.
I think more Hidden is going to be likely for the team Hard Rock. Hard Rock does shrink the circle size, and for streamier maps and the faster maps, you really will be punished by the timing window.
Yeah. It appeared last match in the Germany versus Australia, and we saw all Hiddens in that. 2 Hiddens each. It's safer, especially with the AR. It makes it quite comfortable. It's just over AR9, like AR 9.2 I think, but it's relatively comfortable on Hidden.
And the players are going in, they're getting ready. Although 9.2 is fairly comfortable for most BPM, in the burst sections, like the one near the end, like we said, 280 BPM, like that's going to be a fairly hard thing to read, I think. And there we go. Actually, yeah, as we predicted, 3 Hiddens and 1 Hard Rock only from Selena.
Oh, so it's going to be a Hard Rock. I would say our 9.5. It's a little bit higher than that. It's actually even more comfortable on Hidden.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. You don't need AR10 for it, but if you really want to go for that, sure, go ahead. Selena's choice, and he is going to try to see if he can make that count. Although it's still very much down to the normal players to get a normal consistency working here.
Like a lot of free mod maps in this pool, it's very much no mod favoured.
Indeed, indeed.
Bathrooms and the maps get hard.
And you also have the pick your poison type of map like the Kirby mix. Going Hidden or Hard Rock is your choice, but just good luck handling the respective difficulty. Already going towards Brazil, they take this one with about 100,000 points for the early section. I think it's a combination of both accuracy and combo. Although accuracy is not really as vocal as they were the earlier map.
This is the alternate install section with cut streams in. relatively slower, but it's kind of tricky. We do see it catch Sicko out. Combos in advantage of Korea.
This is where we build a combo not to lose them. We have Kaluna and Selena recovering alongside Flying Tuna. They missed in the very beginning. And never mind, Kaluna and Sicko both breaking there.
And here comes the fast bit, 285 BPM bursts.
Here we go.
Gomo
holding the, Gomo holding on. He's the only full combo remaining, but Flying Tuna right behind him. Mel CZ and My Angel Sim on the other side. Mel CZ they're missing. There could be a timing good opportunity window for South Korea to strike. Is there enough time? Oh, and there goes Gomo. I think that's gonna be it.
Yeah, there is still one FC on both sides. Well, near FC from Flying Tuna and an FC from My Angel Sim.
Yeah, and this slower section really isn't. Oh, wait. No, is it? No, do not tell me. No.
No.
Is there enough time? Oh my god. No! Oh my god. That was so close.
God, that made that way closer than it should have been. But no, Brazil still win it. They still
Are you
take
kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, Gomo must be beating himself for that miss right now. That was a slider break as well. Of all the things that could happen, that was a slider break.
That is mighty unlucky from him. A solid run from him as well, but that's how it goes.
Indeed.
Unfortunate, but Brazil will take that.
Yeah, My Angel Sim though. Look at that, 4 100s only, and he got a very unlucky one miss. And I mean that's just out of the world. I mean, my Flying Tuna does have a higher combo, but that My Angel Sim did all the work for Brazil when his teammates were missing left and right. Not saying that his teammates not recover, but yeah, like he's a carry here. No denying about it.
Yeah, they had a really good first half. Up until that slow bit, Brazil had a very good team performance, and then My Angel Sim carried them through the harder section. Solid team performance.
Yeah, and now it's once again back to South Korea to pick. They're down 3 points, but they're not out of the game yet. They have 2 more points before Brazil arrives at the match point. And to be honest, I don't think they can afford to lose any more points. But they do have that little buffer zone, and that's all they can really count on. They have to start winning more maps. Although it does...
Plenty of time, though.
Yeah, it does reminiscent me about like a fairly unconventional type of pick style in tournaments. I think it was like... Was it Netherlands or was it? I think it was Japan maybe. Like they were early, like 2013 and 2014. One of those teams basically went towards a way of picking the opponent's favorite first, and then trying to take those early points away from them if possible. And then we'll start picking the remaining picks from the map pool, which is our own favorite picks, because the opponents will be running out of picks already. So maybe that's what South Korea is going for here. You never know.
Playing the mind games, and the mind games they're powerful in an OC tournament because a lot of it does come down to mentality.
Yeah,
I mean,
and Canada did beat Brazil with the mind games for the winner bracket match.
Yeah, the Australia match. Yeah, that's what we did. Like so far.
Oh yeah,
so
sorry,
good
Australia, not Brazil. Yeah, apologies.
So what's next for Korea? Big aim maps are still open. Full Moon's open. It's hard rock, but might be a kind of tricky pick, but it's kind of comfortable for a hard rock pick.
Yeah, I'm very surprised, Doomsday, that we haven't seen a single no mod being touched. Not banned or touched. Like, this is kind of unpredicted, to be honest.
Yes, they love the mods, clearly. But yeah, it is uncommon to see no mod at this point. We're like, this is map 6. But now we are going to be seeing one.
Neko Samurai no Gyakushu. The counter-attack of the Cat Samurai. Let's see how this works out for South Koreans.
Oh, the Nekomata Master.
Yeah. One of my favorite artists. Also, I mean, they got counter-attack in the name. Gyakushu, that's what counter-attack, that means counter-attack. So maybe this is the beginning of the comeback. South Korean fans, let's get hyped. Brazilian fans, this may be the beginning of a new chapter of this match. Do watch out for it.
We'll soon see. This is one of the tougher maps in the pool.
Oh yeah.
It
is by no means an easy map.
It's alternate style. Quite a lot of linear alternation, but also some sharp corners as well. Lots of 1-6 weird rhythms, and there are some pretty tricky jump patterns as well. It's a nasty one to be consistent on. FCs are going to be at a premium on this map.
Yeah, the mapper also interpreted the guitar solo sections extremely well, and like it's just a blast to play through. Here we see Rem stepping into the match for the first time. I will not get you confused over Selena once again. I apologize.
This is first appearance, isn't it? I think for Rem.
Yeah, for this match.
Yeah.
He's one of the more niche player picks, so coming in here, you know that he's got this map practice and he is gonna be South Korean's pick for coming in here. Maybe he won't be the one to make a difference, so, you know, eyes on him.
We'll soon see. They need a saviour right now. They're under the cosh a bit. This Brazilian team is stepping up today. They're putting in the work, really redeeming themselves.
Indeed. And playing time-wise, right now I believe in South Korea they're just almost approaching 11 p.m. And let's see what time is in Brazil. Brazil is right now playing 11:50 a.m. So they are very comfortable in the new.
Yeah, like times aren't too uncomfortable. Maybe for the Brazilians, maybe they'd want it a little bit later, but it's not too early for them. Not too early for them.
I mean, for the South Koreans, they're probably getting sleepy and tired, so they want to close this one down soon, and they got 6 points to catch up if they want to win this one.
With a map like this, it's hard to pick this and be like, yeah, we got this, unless your team can absolutely dominate it. Now, both teams are going to be decent on this, but I think it's going to be the individuals, because this map, not a friendly one. We are seeing some swaps come in.
Not a solo carry one, it's going to be a team effort. Style-wise though, this map is fairly consistent throughout the way, and yeah, early breaks coming in. The lead is going back to Brazilians, but no, it's going nowhere. This is going back and forth because of all those misses from across the board actually.
Now 3 FCs for Korea here, they are definitely in the driving seat. Just 1 FC.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's easy. There's a combo coming up from my Angel Sim though. Oh, not anymore though, but here comes a really big 106.
Actually, wait a second. Rem is really suffering on the accuracy. I just noticed 83%. He is, yeah, I think he's going for the DJ Fuduji style, which is to cheese through the combos, and hoping that would make a difference. But no, that's not going to be the way this works. I was wondering why the Koreans were not commanding a bigger lead earlier, but yeah, there you go. That's the reason. All the Koreans with the accuracy, but
Mouse Easy had a really good combo though. He's tied up the score, but we're entering a really tough part with big jumps, and it is incredibly close.
Yeah, and there we go, we just cursed him. But Flying Tuna there recovered, and he will be able to help South Korea clinch back the lead they need. And Rem is really suffering there with the accuracy. Like, look at him compared to the other players who have relatively missed the similar sections. Like, he is down by almost 100,000 points.
Well, his team's got his back, so it's going to be fine. Karuna, who hasn't had the strongest match so far, putting in the work. And Flying Tuna too.
The final Slater art, always appreciate that. And yeah, Flying Tuna will be able to help his team carry this one, going over to South Korea with about 200,000 points in lead. No, 300,000 points, almost.
Yeah, it turns out that was a pretty decent pick for them, but it was an especially close one. Mouse Easy is the MVP with the slider break alongside Karuna. And Karuna's accuracy. Wow.
Yeah. Karuna and like he is pretty much peerless. Like right behind him is Flying Tuna. Like they got the highest accuracy, but Rem here is like I think that's I can certainly see where he was coming from. Like he was on his way. 5 misses only, but he's 100 plus 100s. That was a very much cheesing run. Still though, good try.
It's the Cinia Pacifica method. Just don't miss.
Yeah,
Drop
don't miss.
acquire combo.
Indeed. Unfortunately, though, accuracy accounts for at least 30% of your overall score. The 1 million score of yours will come over from that accuracy section. So if you want to have your team win, not only do you have to get the combo, but also the accuracy. That's what Score V2 introduced in 2015 OWC is all about.
That's a big lifeline there for Korea. And it wasn't decisive, but they do get it. It keeps them from being out of touch with Brazil here.
Indeed.
They are still behind by 2.
They're down. Yeah, 2 points. That's 1 round of exchange of map picks. So they will have to claw a little bit harder, but they are on their way of a comeback. I mean, the comeback from the map name already, so it could be a good study of a back to the Korean temple.
Is it an omen?
Yep. And Brazilians will have to start working harder to make sure they keep that lead.
They're mulling over the next pick, as they should.
Yeah. I'm seeing tons and tons of support from both Koreans and Brazilian fans alike in the chat, but do you know what's Doomsday? Do you know what's a good way to support the OWC?
What's that?
That's going to be a very interesting, very good answer, because we're going to have what's called the profile banners in shop, and you can buy them for $250 to support your favorite teams like South Korea and Brazil here. But for $250 you will have a banner that's on the top of your profile page that says I support team this, and if your favorite team wins, you will get to keep that profile banner longer than the OWC run. So you will have something very cool to show.
Yep. It supports the tournament, supports the prize pool that the players will be competing for. So if you want to support the tournament, pick up a profile banner from the OSU store.
And there we go. That's so once the nomad section has been touched, it seems like the players are once again realizing, oh wait a second, there are 5 maps still here we just completely ignored. And Pericles now has been picked for the Brazilians.
This is a pretty interesting pick. I think it's a pick that suits both teams pretty well. I think both will be quite decent on this. Brazil, though, always been a good speed team.
NA also asks, do the commentators get paid for sellout? Unfortunately, no. We do not get a share of the revenue. All revenue go towards the prize pool. So you're not supporting us, you're supporting the players, which is all that counts. Wait, you say you are a player, so you actually benefit from this.
Well, that assumes if we actually win, dude. We'll do that first.
So there you go. Yeah. So commentators all are pitching in their time for free. So, you know, do say thank you to the other commentators who are commentating this weekend and the other weekends. If you see, for example, Doland, who is actually a cash player, but he's really starting to learn standard and trying to get into the standard competitive scene. So he is one of the new guys you can certainly give a shout out towards.
Looks like we've got our swaps in. Perhaps we're ready to go here. Strong lineups for the both of them. This is a full-on stream pick. 210 BPM, all streams all the time. A few jumps near the end, but nothing too scary. For some long streams.
Yeah, Pericles has always been a tournament favorite, be it OWC, actually, no, I mean community tournaments in general. You see this map being picked for many of the community tournaments. It really does test the players with this with a stream burst, and how well they can hold the consistency throughout those bursts.
So this is a map I think could go either way depending on how the performances turn out.
Indeed. We're just waiting on Gomo's signal to catch up with us, so yeah, just stay put. Once again, the players are playing just fine. It may be that it's the connection on our side that's not working out properly. So do not worry if you see your favorite player not playing. And here we go into the streamier section once we get into this map.
Like when it comes to the intensity of this, there's only one slow bit about 2/3 in. Apart from that, it's intense.
Yeah, starts off slow, but jumps right into the streams. You cannot let your guard down in any of the sections. Oh, and the lead is actually shrinking back into South Korean's favor. And wait, is that A group miss from South Korea.
Whoa. Synchronized
What
3
happened?
FC drops.
Yeah.
3 high combo drops.
If that was figure skating, that could have been big, but this is not figure skating, and this is going to be punishing for South Korea for that drop.
Give that a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Perfect execution.
10 out of 10 for the effort, but not for the score. Mistia will be able to carry his team forward with a huge combo now comparatively, but his team needs to be right behind him. Malzizi with 400 plus combo will be there.
Yeah,
Can
it's
any of
those
Korea's
5
answer?
combos by now.
Yeah, Selena and Gomo are the only ones holding. Selena's holding, and there he goes.
That's the last
His
FC
team
for Korea.
Yes, his team is recovering, but he was not able to hold on, and Mistia will be able to take over now. Oh, this looks like a very good pick for Brazil. Mistia showing out as he should, and going to the last 10% of the map. I don't think there's anything to be seen here. I think this is going to be Brazil's point.
Yeah, Korea just finding a lot of drops here and there. Brazil's consistency on this one, much more on point. And Mistia, that accuracy is insane. But here comes the last stream. See if we can finish it off.
Yeah, Leaf really likes to spice up the end of his songs for whatever reason. Sometimes unnecessarily.
Well,
And
Mistia.
there we go.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that
9 100s. Although, also noteworthy, Malzizi with 7 100s only. He does get 2 misses, but both players commanding very high accuracy for this very streaming map. And across the board, actually, we see that Brazil does have an accuracy lead over South Korea. So assuming 08 players full combo, this will go towards Brazil. And seems like Brazil will be able to just really show their consistency edge over South Korea today. 5 points to 2 right now. And how many of those were close calls and just one person be more consistent? At least 3.
Yeah. A lot of those were very close. But Brazil won't complain. And I think that one was pretty decisive. It was close until the final little stream section there, the final chorus, where Korea just kept getting dodgy misses and allowed Brazil to run away with it.
Yeah, the synchronized miss from the South Koreans, I have no idea what tripped them up like that. Yeah.
It was 1/3, I think. Or like a buzz slider before the 1/3 stream.
Yeah.
It's like an awkward sort of zigzag. And they all broke just before that.
I mean, we do have hard patterns in the maps we have in the pool, but to see the players breaking the exact same section at the same time, that is very rare.
That part is kind of tricky though. That 1/3 stream section, it can be easily like just chokeable like that, especially in the middle of a stream map where you're set for speed and you're just trying to get your streaming going, and that bit comes out that takes like proper finger control. It can be a little bit daunting.
Yeah. PrepNet in the chat asks, is there a team from the Philippines? That's a good question. Well, we do call ourselves the OS World Cup. We are actually only representing just 32 teams for this year. And I don't think Philippines is with us this year, although they could have been in earlier years.
Yeah, they definitely appeared in quite a few years previously.
Yeah, and there are also other World Cups. Yeah. Like one country may be dominant in one particular game mode, but for other World Cups in other game modes, that could be a different story.
Oh, yeah, they didn't feature this year, but they featured in previous years. They've been in quite a few standard World Cups for sure.
Yeah, I definitely remember a few names. So yeah, it could be a chance for the South Koreans to make a second attempt, and they're going for the boss rush. Oh, I love this song with Sao. You can never go wrong with Sao.
Yeah, good artist, good artist.
In fact, actually, if you look at it, the Noma section is full of good artists.
Yeah. It's like a lot of them you just can't go wrong. Get Usao, you just
Yeah.
Dreamcatcher
I think it's
is always solid.
I think it's because we don't have anime maps this round.
Oh yeah, the anime ratio is quite low this week.
Yeah, could be big.
Yep. So this is a fairly tricky technical map. Lots of kick slider patterns that are awkward. Lots of buzz sliders and some cut streams as well. The map, it's a bit like Pandemonium, except whereas Pandemonium had a lot of sort of longer sliders that you had to follow because the slider ticks. This one's more down to kick slider patterns, along with those bus sliders. It's a tough one to be consistent on. Silly breaks can happen to anyone.
Indeed.
Lots of snapping required.
And actually, I just went back over the entire map pool. We actually do have a single anime map this round. We do have a couple of like Toho and like Dojin songs, but they don't really qualify as anime if we go for the strict definition.
Oh, just the one anime song. That's actually really
Just
low.
the one anime.
Just the one. Next pool's gonna be all anime. Watch.
No, not a single anime song. I said.
Oh right. Oh
Yeah.
right.
Maybe that's why Asia loves this one so much.
Oh man.
Oh, and there's a.
We might need to restart on that.
Yeah. Once again, we do have a referee in the room, so he's going to be keeping an eye out for the players. If he sees that one player is not really playing, he may be calling for restart. So
There you
don't
go.
worry.
He's in the room. We're good.
We're just catching up to him now.
Nice. This one should be a decent pick for Brazil, even though Korea was the one to pick into it. We'll see how it goes.
Here going to the kick sliders.
Well, already all the FCs have actually gone for Brazil. Good start here from Korea.
Very unexpected, to be honest. Like I was expecting Brazil to come in this map with strong, but I guess this is the reason they did not pick this map in the beginning, or fairly early on. This is the 8th map of the round, so from this point onwards, I'm gonna guess all the teams are gonna be fairly uncomfortable for the remaining maps. That's why they're not picking it earlier. And Rem here, showing up here, coming in for this map and getting a full combo with a fairly good accuracy.
Yeah, he's definitely backing up his team, but as a team, VFC is entering the next tough section.
Yeah, this is very convincingly going for South Korea right now. Yeah,
The combos are building up again for Brazil, though. They are on the prowl.
Space Dream trips up Miskia. And it's only Mouse Easy alone fending off South Korea right now. But My Angel Sim right behind him, but those two are not enough against Kaluna and Flying Tuna. 2 full combos and very high 99+% accuracy. That is, oh.
Look at them really showing up. This is insane.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to see from the South Koreans.
That's exactly what you'd expect from this team. And you were saying about that comeback, they're really starting to get up the gears now. Karuna, wow, what
The
FC!
full combo!
And that Act 2.
Yeah, 1 million in lead for South Korea. Holy.
Yeah, it turned out to be a very good pick. You would have figured that would be a good pick for Brazil if they picked it, but nope, Korea. Excellent stuff from them over the team. Like, lowest combo would be 622. That's a really good combo.
Yeah, Flying Tuna and Kaluna both commanding very high accuracy. Like, so far this match, we've seen Brazil being the better accuracy team for a lot of maps, but this time it's South Korea taking the lead here.
They still have work to do. Next pick is Brazil's, and they are still ahead by 2 points here. They are still very much in the driving seat.
They have to break at least 1 point from Brazil. You try to take this one back, because if Brazil wins their pick, it's match point. So chat, what do you think? Will we see a South Korea comeback? Will we see a tiebreaker? Or will we see Brazil just finish this run off strong and try to hold South Korea off at bay? Show your support, let your team know that you love them, you want them to win. This is the losers bracket. There's no coming back for the players if they lose this one, and they'll have to wait for next year.
I'm getting deja vu here, everyone.
Deja vu!
I'm getting deja vu here.
Like I said, South Korea is one of those teams, if you allow them a breather, they will clench onto that and ask for more. Brazil, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan going to next map? I want to see it. Yeah, I see lots of players in chat hoping for tiebreaker. Oh, let me tell you that Doomsday and myself, we want to see a tiebreaker as well.
Oh, I'd love to see a tiebreaker.
Oh,
like I say, if it's... well, at the moment, Korea really are starting to build up a head of steam. No Hard Rocks have been picked yet, but I still think that would be a scary thing to pick. Well, for Korea, although it is Brazil's turn, I think they could go for it, yeah. Maybe not Full Moon, though. Maybe one of the other two.
Arcanos could be
Arcanos.
something Brazil would be interesting to pick because they have that lead to work with right now, and that map actually has a fail potential. So it could be a very interesting dice roll to see if we are more consistent. And there they go.
Yep, you're right. Arcanos. I mean, alright. So if anyone's played the ranked map for this, the version we're using here has slightly lowered HP drain, but it's still quite harsh. This is a CS 6.5 map. Small circles. Quite jumpy. Some tricky 1/3 bursts too.
And we do have to make a clarification because the system is pulling a different set of parameters. Right now on the screen, you see that the map is mapped by by Dada. No, Dada is a map point selector, and he did what we just mentioned, which is to readjust the parameters to be more lenient towards the HP drain. And the actual map is mapped by Holoas.
Mm-hmm. It's a classic tournament pick, this. I've seen it played a lot as mainly like a CS5 map, but here it is a hard rock pick.
Oh yeah. Like this map is, like if you've been paying attention to community tournaments, if you've been playing them or just watching them, you will have seen this map coming up at least once over the past a year and a half. If not more than once, because basically this is like your go-to map for a good hard rock pick or CS5 like Doomsday mentioned.
So even though this version has had the HP nerfed, its fails can still happen if you whiff a lot. Although a lot of this is down to jumps and stuff, there are a few little streams, but not much in the way of that. It's fairly all around this, but quite tough on the mechanics. Quite short as well. It's a short one, relatively. Karuna had a bit of a slow start in this matchup, but is really starting to put in work for his team. Karuna being one of the hard carries in the previous rounds, now getting some confidence, and that is going to be bad news for Brazil. Flying Tuna has had an excellent match as well, consistently doing well. He's a mainstay here. Gomez had a decent one as well. The team's starting to get there now. Brazil still keeping on the pressure though, going into their next pick.
Yeah. Like, this is still anyone's game. South Korea looking to clinch back the earlier loss, but Brazil looking to hold that lead. This could be the turning point for both teams. So CS 6.5, very small circle size. Let's see how the hard rock players of this match can handle that. The jumps, everyone nailing that.
Here's where some of those 1/3 bursts come in this first section.
Oh, and CS 6.5 is very, very tough on your nerves. So I hope that the South Koreans, I was gonna say, but didn't say so. Technically not a curse, technically. Yeah,
well,
more misses coming in.
Now. A few misses.
Yeah. Actually, for both sides, so this is actually kind of neutralizing the losses. We do need the remaining players to hold on though, because this can really swing very quickly to the other side if you lose at this point on. This is a halfway point, very deadly to miss here. And like that's not a curse, that can be called a curse.
Oh man, dude.
Oh dude.
1 FC left against 2. Sicko struggled on the act there. He missed a few little streams.
Oh, and the stream is being handled perfectly by all the players. The final section, here it is. Will we see any sort of misses before we arrive at the field potential ending? Oh, and there we do have misses, but those aren't the players to miss. The full combos are still holding on for the South Koreans, and they will make it matter. Alright, here comes the final failing potential section. Will the nerf from Dada make it better? Let's hope that it does.
Oh no, there are fails! There are two
fails!
But it's not going to matter, because the FC's passed it. And they would have won on their own. Karuna and Flying Tuna.
Dada, the nerf wasn't enough. I kid. That stream is very punishing. So if you miss one node, you miss the entire. And in hard rock,
it's brutal.
even if you nerf it down to HP drain 5, like it's still going to cost you a huge chunk of HP.
A pick that backfired for Brazil. 2 full combos. Excellent stuff from the Koreans here. And all of a sudden, they are now within striking distance. It is 5-4 to Brazil.
Yeah, and South Korea probably is looking at this thinking, we still got a shot at this. It's our pick right now. We have to win this one, and then we have a chance for tiebreaker if Brazil does get their next pick. We have to win the 2 of our pick, and that's it. That guarantees our tiebreaker ticket. And I will say that South Korea has a history of winning tiebreaker.
They really do. They have such a good track record in the past when it comes to the TBs.
Oh yeah, I see chat hyping up for a certain map. Daisuke, will we see Daisuke?
Will they? We are approaching the end game in terms of picks.
Yeah, the map pool is really shrinking now. We got only so many left. The players will have to pick the ones that are less desirable.
There's 1 free mod, 2 hard rocks hidden, and 2 no mods left. Korea have 2 more picks, assuming it goes to TB.
Yeah, Brazil has 1 more, and the players just have to win their own pick to guarantee a tiebreaker. But Brazil were looking forward to breaking that Korea's pick, even if just once. Like that, they can win this with just 1 tiebreaker, 1 breakpoint. I was also practicing my Daisuke dance throughout the week, so I got that part nailed.
We haven't seen that yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very hard map and very gimmicky as well, so the players may not be willing to go into that. I think USA may be picking that. They do have some very monstrous players up there, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I imagine they'd do decent on that. Okay, so they're going for Full Moon. I think this is a decent shot for Korea, with it being fairly comfortable. Even if it is Hard Rock, which does play into Brazil's hands historically. They did so well on that previous pick. Maybe that won't even be a problem for Korea.
Yeah, Kaluna and Flying Tuna are really showing up there. Like, we did hype up Gomo as being like, you know, the dominant mouse easy for South Korea. But to be fair, this match so far, the star players are the other players. Like Missia, we're talking about, my Angels, and both showing up on multiple occasions. And Kaluna, Flying Tuna here are definitely the bigger spotlight targets here for this match.
This map is pretty much all mechanics. It is very high star rating. It's like 6.8 stars, just over.
Yeah,
but it's all about jumps.
Yeah, jumps. I mean, if you see Natsu, if you see K-pop, that gives you 2 big cues about what kind of map it is.
Yep, a few streams as well. Some moderate length streams. Where the big spikes come in the choruses in those big jump sections.
Oh yeah, this is also a K-pop song, I just realized, so it's the Korean language.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see.
Home advantage here.
Yeah, is there a home court advantage? Let's see here. If that's who's watching this can be quite spicy. I think he's got his fingers crossed for Korea right now. Alright, so let's go. Let's see if Brazil can handle this. South Korea's home court advantage.
A loss here would hurt a lot, putting Brazil on match point.
Very early miss coming from Nissan. That's also kind of weird. This is slow section.
Just a bit of adjustment, I think. His accuracy is a bit low. Accuracies are quite low on a few of the Brazilian players. Just adjusting. This map definitely spikes. There's sort of a slow section into a build-up here, then into a big chorus, and then it starts all over again. Slow section, build-up, chorus. Changes a lot.
That's what Dreamcatcher songs are about, and it seems like we have a Selena miss coming in from the South Korean side, and that will give Nissan's early miss a chance of breather, which we see that Brazil now taking back the lead. This could be big if nobody else breaks, because, I mean, I doubt that, but for now, the lead will go towards Brazil. Unless Missia or my Angels and Mouse Easy breaks.
Big jumps.
2 breaks coming in, completely neutralizing each other. Oh, but 1 more break coming in from Brazil. Now it's only my Angel Sim holding on. We do have Gomo and Flying Tuna still holding on. Slow section, nobody's gonna break here. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think at this point this should be fine.
Yeah, he's on recovering though. He is right behind my Angel Sim in terms of combo. Not really any sort of noticeable difference. We will have to see for this next chorus section. This next section is a lot harder than the first one.
Probably going to be about 100, 150k of advantage by the time it kicks in, assuming no chokes.
Yeah, was that spoiling? I'm sorry, chat.
And here we go, still advantage Korea.
Yeah, but Brazil is right behind them. I think actually the lead is shrinking. Oh yeah, Selena missed, so yeah, the combo actually is more advantageous for Brazil a little bit, just by a little bit. But this next jump section, back and forth. Oh, misses across the board.
Oh, both
My
FC
Angel Sim.
Korea drop.
My Angel Sim, only one holding out for the FC. Is he gonna be enough? Can he hold up? No, he drops as well.
Oh my god, it was on a slow slider. No.
Oh, he's gonna beat himself over for that one. Oh,
That's the choke.
the chokes are just too much. Kaluna and Selena, the early breaks, are now showing up for their teams.
Yep, it's going to come down to Selena and Karuna with their combos. Next hard part.
Triangular jumps, everyone nailing that. Very well done. But here comes the final section. I don't think there's spell potential, but it could be a chance for Brazil to come back if one of those two breaks.
I'm not sure.
No, actually, never mind. Yeah, I just realized Kaluna is actually commanding 600 plus combo. That's gonna rack up score like crazy right now. Large jumps, breaks.
Selena fails!
No! Oh!
Selena fails on the final jumps, and it's gonna be Brazil that take that point. Absolute gift.
that is, oh my god.
We were talking about fail potential on Hokkaido's, well this one has it too. Selena
just tripping up unexpectedly, but I mean, like, I can't really blame him because nerves are big for hard rock jumps. And so yeah, I think he could be also just overstressing himself with that jump section a little bit.
Yeah, it could be easily done. I mean, it happens to anyone, especially putting a spike like that. It's at the end of the map.
Yeah, blame Natsu if you have to. Like, I think the players really put in the work. Like, going either way, this map can go either way. So yeah, South Korea just barely losing that one. But Brazil will be on match point now. Oh, this is on lifeline for South Korea. They're 1 point away from being kicked out of the tournament, and they have to work 2 points before they can arrive at a tiebreaker. Will it be enough, Doomsday? Do you think it's going to be a chance for South Korea to make a final run for it?
Oh, the way they've been playing, for sure. I mean, they had that one, but it was just an unfortunate circumstance. It happens to everyone. But South Korea still look like the stronger team in these later stages. They certainly have the ability, but Brazil have the next pick, but I don't know how many picks they have left, really, that favour them.
Yes, Brazil won't be able to have this next pick. What will Brazil pick? That's a big question. They have a Hard Rock remaining, a Hitter remaining, and 2 Nomads remaining. So, and a 3 mod. So let's see what they can pick.
1 free mod left, Mischievous of Alice, fairly standard map. Fairly standard with awkward patterns, but it's like jumpy.
Selena! Oh, come on, you did fine. No, don't worry about that too much. Your team needs you right now. Do not stress on that. Focus on the match itself. Focus on the prize. Eyes forward, focus on the prize.
Eyes on the prize. There's 1 more Hard Rock left, but... I was going to say, there's 1 Hard Rock left, but I don't think they should pick it. But they are.
This is very streamy. This is very streamy. More streamy than Arcanos for sure.
Yeah, this map is all about just awkward stream patterns. Lots of cut streams, lots of changing velocity streams. It's a tricky one in that sense. But they've lost both Hard Rock picks, and yet they go for this 3rd one. I mean, the last one was quite close, though.
The last Hard Rock one. Technically, they won that one because of the fail. But still, by raw score-wise, if we account for Selena's missing score for fail, yeah, that's definitely South Korea's win.
Oh, yeah, Korea won it on points, is what I mean. They lost to the fail, but they won on points, like their performance overall.
Oh, yeah.
This is a risky one. Pick into that. But it was quite close in terms of the score.
Oh, and this is so ominous by the sound of it. Onoken did such a fine job with this one. I love P8107 and K8107 is a reminiscent of that.
Yeah, it's a good tune, this. It's a classic rhythm game tune.
Yeah. Like, going into it with this just impending sense of doom on your shoulders. It's kind of what South Korea is feeling right now. They're 1 point away from being out of tournament. They have to win the next 3 points to stay in, and Brazil only needs 1 more point, and it can come in from the tiebreaker or the next 2 picks. I would hate to be in the South Korean players' shoes right now. This is so stressful.
It's tense, but they can take heart from their previous hard rock performances.
Yeah,
I think this favors them. But
it's probably.
Well, it depends on just how they turn up now, but I think on balance of performance, this would favor them. But we'll see. This is Brazil's last pick. If Korea win this, Korea get the final pick before a potential TB.
Will it be history repeating itself, or will Brazil be clinching this one and rewrite history as we go? Chat, potential final map match point for Brazil is K8107 on Hard Rock. Let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah, I see South Korea replacing Selena with the best girl Rem. And Brazil, is anyone being switched out? No, I think it's the same four from last. Starting off fairly light. We do have a stream section coming in right now after spinner.
Here we go. 2 FCs have already been dropped by Korea, but here's where the meat and potatoes of the map is.
Oh yeah.
But it is going to be...
Back and forth streams. Oh, this is so punishing for the players. They have to concentrate so hard on this section. Gomo really biting the dust on this one, but his team is there to back him up. Halfway point.
Bit of a slower bit here, but there are some tricky little streams here. 2 high combos to 2 with 2 FCs and 1 FC and an almost FC on Korea side. Advantage Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil with a pretty big lead at this point now. They do have one more section coming in, going right to the very end. Can they hold it? They would need at least 2 breaks from Brazil for South Korea to have a chance. Oh, and there's 1, 2.
A break from Gomo there, but yep, it's advantage. No, it's not anymore. Flying tuna breaks.
Light tuna breaking.
Brazil still in the driving seat. They can take this home potentially, but this part doesn't let up until the end of the match.
Now CC and Missia, the 2 carries really showing up. Never mind. Oh, final section coming in. I don't think there's enough time for South Korea. Oh, what is it?
He breaks, but it's not going to matter. This is the end of the map.
No, it's the end. No, it's the end.
This is the end.
Oh, and there we go. That's so close, but yet so far. But Brazil will be able to take this one with a 7-4. Still, though, everyone here right now watching the stream can attest when I say that this is so close of a match. The points are they're very misleading. 7-4, but very close.
And talk about close, Mouse Easy. Look at his graph, he nearly failed there.
Oh yeah, I can just tell he was like trying his hardest to spin as if his life depends on it. Well, literally his life depended on it. So
yeah, he's to save it though. And well, there we go. Brazil take that matchup, and that means sadly this is going to be the end of the line for South Korea. They go out here.
Yeah, but South Korea will entrust their faith and their passion to Brazil, and hoping that Brazil will take it in their honor and go forward. Brazil now be advancing. I think it's the furthest they've come for a long time now. They are going to the finals weekend next weekend. Although in losers, but they are off to a very good run. Possibly a top 3 finish this year. We don't know, but good luck to Brazil and to South Korea. Very well played this year. I think I can speak for everyone here right now that you guys have showed up amazingly well. You did everyone here made us a very lasting impression. So hoping to see you guys back next year. And for